Hello everyone and welcome to another news, email and video. This week, hasn't the weather been great? I found myself walking in the garden and I was really struck by the fact that some of the plants in our garden are already budding. And well, it's a little bit surprising, the middle of February, especially in this cold spell. I hope the buds survive. But a sign of promise, a sign of something new. Those little tiny buds just beginning to grow. I don't know much about gardening, but I love doing it, and I especially love signs of new life. And this week, Simon Lilly was also doing some pruning, getting rid of some of those old branches in order to be able to allow new things to grow. And at one point, he did that in front of just the side of the church by the north porch. And as he was cutting back the dead wood, he suddenly saw that actually hidden underneath it, there was some of the plant was vibrant and was still growing. So by cutting away that dead stuff, actually he was creating space for the good stuff to be able to grow. Well, this week we're thinking a lot about that in our Sunday service. In a couple of days' time, if you want to see Simon doing his pruning, tune in to Wild at Home. But in the main service at 10:30 and then in French Connect, we're going to be thinking about Jesus saying, "I am the vine and my Father is the gardener." He prunes those things that don't bear fruit so that we can, through that pruning process, grow and bear good fruit for the Lord, fruit to share with the world. Interesting, the potential. It often starts small, doesn't it? And those new shoots that grow, they can be very fragile, but they have so much promise in them. I guess this time we're going through is in some way a time of pruning, isn't it? It's a time of cutting back on some things. But by faith we believe that it's so that God can allow new shoots to grow in our lives. Oh well, that's what we're praying and that's what we're trusting Him for. So thinking ahead to this coming Sunday, we are looking forward to welcoming you back into church at 10:30. We started out as a trial thing last Sunday and it worked with a small number of people. It was really amazing to see people back. We'd love to encourage you to come this Sunday in order to join us in the building to worship. Of course, most people probably won't be able to come, in which case you follow us online and we're used to that. That's great. But for those who can come, please do. Just remember, it's really important that you register in advance. The details, you'll see them just below this video. But we're also looking ahead to next week. And next week is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. And this year we want Lent, that whole period that takes us up to Easter, to be a time when we are rooting ourselves in hope and looking out. We don't want to be giving up for Lent this year. We want to be reaching out. We want to be giving out and sharing the hope that we have with those around. And so for every single day of Lent, starting next Wednesday, there's going to be a meditation that we can draw on. There's going to be a challenge, a practical challenge for us to reach out in some way, and a prayer for us to be inspired by. You'll find more details of that on the website. But this Lent calendar, a bit like the Advent calendar before, but now it's 40 days, is going to hopefully carry us through and really encourage us all as a church. And lots of members of the church have already contributed to it. I'm really excited about that. But Lent itself will begin on Ash Wednesday with a Wednesday lunchtime communion service at midday. And I'd love to encourage you to come to that. Many won't, sadly, because you'll be working, of course. It will be live streamed, so you'll be able to watch it at a later stage. But for those who can come, midday on Wednesday, please come. And we're going to be able to give ourselves to the Lord at the beginning of this period of Lent, asking Him to bring new and fresh fruitfulness into our lives. And then there are other opportunities through Lent for us to be able to root ourselves in Him. And one of those is the course that we're going to be launching the week after called Unanswered Prayer. There too you can register and details about that are in this week's news sheet. So let's connect ourselves to the Lord. Let's remain in Jesus as we're going to hear this Sunday in our wonderful passage from John chapter 15 where Jesus says, "I am the vine. Remain in me. Those who remain in me will bear good fruit." Let's be fruitful and let's trust the Lord for it. Have a really good day, a great weekend. Be blessed.